facilitator needs to be 100% neutral. So if you're part of the group and you have an opinion on something, you have to take your facilitator hat off if you want to express that opinion. You have to be neutral when you're the facilitator. Otherwise, you'll be seen as having a bias. The facilitator has to focus the group on the goals so people don't go off on tangents, because otherwise you get right off the agenda. The facilitator has to suggest alternative methods. So if the meeting is beginning very, very quiet, then the facilitator might say, okay, let's stop for a minute. Let's have a little side conversation, some small group work. Let's have some go-arounds. Let's do something else beside just having a presentation. They have to encourage equal participation. So if they see that some people are not discussing, they might encourage other people to get their ideas out on the table. The facilitator will also help the leader just do the logistics of pre and post, making sure that the agenda gets out. How many days in advance, guys? 2, at least 2, hopefully 3 days in advance, because that agenda is going to say what to bring to the meeting, who's going to come to the meeting, and what other important thing is going to be on the agenda? The goals, right, the goals. Okay, couple of things. Meeting always starts when? On time. Meeting ends when? On time. Okay. You want to make sure, as the facilitator, that people know each other. No strangers in the room. If there's a stranger in the room, people feel defensive. You want to define what everybody's roles are. Who's the recorder? Who's the timekeeper? Perhaps the facilitator's doing all of that. Sometimes in a larger meeting, that'll be done by separate people. You want to make sure that people are taking notes if it's appropriate. If it's the facilitator, they may be using a flip chart to take those notes. And if it's a recorder, they may be using a tape recorder, or they may be using just a laptop, or sometimes there's an Oki board, which is a computer that can be seen by everybody. Technology is wonderful for that.